Okay, part 2 of coastal states versus non-coastal states. On the last episode, we had the coastal states take over much of this area and cut this off. However, that was reversed due to the blue team being able to send most of their troops from taking over here back there, which did help defend it. And now there's really only been an exchange between like the New England area and New York, New Jersey. So the blue team won in last episode. They got the better territory. The pink team, however, did connect their western and eastern territories. So now realizing that the surrounding strategy wouldn't really work for either team, they both go with more like the strategy of kind of just pushing in. So the pink team still being more powerful. The blue team also has to deal with revolutions in New York and New England. So the pink team is definitely more powerful. The first thing they do is start an invasion into like Utah, or not Utah, yes, Utah actually. They don't want to try to cut off Nevada. They just want to make it harder. So they push into Utah. Most of it's easy. They cut it off from Colorado. Salt Lake City eventually falls, and so does Utah. Now a push into Nevada begins from all sides, actually. Down south, a push goes here. I think the Hoover Dam is somewhere near this area. So they managed to take that. In the north and west, much of it's barren desert, leaving only like Vegas and then like the Reno, Carson City area. So they eventually cut this off. There's not many troops left here, or there are, but like they can't do anything against the major force of the pink team. Eventually Carson City, Reno is taken, and Vegas slowly falls. That's big because that was one of the blue team's largest cities. However, the blue team is unable to make a counter assault. They do give up on this yellow, realizing that there's many revolts happening in New York. They don't want the same thing to happen with that yellow country, which was a puppet state, so they take it over. For better security, and so it doesn't turn on them. Then what happens? What's a good thing that could happen next? Oh yeah, the pink team could continue their advance. This time they try to push into Idaho, which goes very successfully. So most of the blue troops are in like the northeastern area. So however, a few have been sent, as they've already lost most of their western territories. They definitely like to hold on to Colorado. However, that doesn't look so possible. The blue team does manage to surprise take over Virginia, though, establishing like this straight line. I mean, I'd imagine most of you know the 49th parallel of this border. Slave state, free state, yeah. But the pink team, they do want to try to take over Colorado, so they launch this. The western side is very mountainous, so they definitely have a lot of trouble. But they do manage to reach this mountainous area. Most of the cities are located along like this line. So, yeah, it's pretty well defended. They obviously can't go straight in, so they go from this side, this area, this blue area, eventually does fall, and Denver is put under siege until the city falls. Great, that's big. With that, troops are ordered to retreat from the west, leaving Montana and Wyoming to fall. So that's big for the Coastal team, as now they have established they've taken out much of the western area. They still have these like Dakotas, Nebraska, and Kansas. However, once they reach that though, then the Blue Heartland is truly under attack. So they do try to reach that. The Dakotas and Nebraska all fall really easily. In fact, troops are ordered to retreat from there. Kansas is a bit harder. However, with experience fighting in Kansas, the pink team is able to take it pretty easily. However, Kansas City does not surrender, as many of the troops, they just leave. They can't be surrendered. However, that's basically, okay. So the pink team now is truly threatening the Heartland. So they hope to do this by, first of all, like, kind of closing in on the blue team. So the blue team still has rebellions to deal with up by the New York area. So the first thing that happens is, in Missouri, the pink team manages to invade, and St. Louis, they actually trap the soldiers in. They blow up the bridges along the Mississippi. And a surprise move, instead of invading Iowa, they actually go for Kentucky next, which it's undefended, so they take pretty easily. They hope to establish a border along the Ohio River. So to do that, they launch a double invasion into Virginia and West Virginia. The West Virginia, and both of them actually fall. In Virginia, they're viewed as liberators, so that definitely helps. So now they have two options. They could either go for the cutoff in Ohio, or they could keep a regular invasion going. But instead, they actually go up the coast. So Maryland, they're viewed as liberators. Rebels are funded in the New Jersey, and eventually they manage to surrender. The blue team could not stop both invasion and rebel forces. In New York, there's nothing they could really do in this New England area, as there's rebels coming from one side, invasion from another, and the whole area is basically forced to surrender. The whole area basically, they can't do anything. Now the blue team, realizing they're kind of screwed, just gives up. I know it's lame, but it happens. The blue team, however, they get to keep this area still. So they still have Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Wisconsin, the heart of the Rust Belt. And this part of Pennsylvania. Yep, that's it. All right.